very
Sorry.
Thank you very much. May Professor Shigefumi Mori and Professor Helga Holden join me in the stage, please? So as I'm sure most of you know, a very unfortunate incident took place in this hall in the opening ceremony, during which the Fields Medal of Caucher Birkar was taken from his bag. The organizing committee has been working very hard to minimize the consequences to the extent of our capacity. We reported the incident to the police, obviously. Several of our staff went for testimony at the police headquarters, and we also screened the footage of the opening ceremony to try and find evidence for what happened, and that was particularly fortunate that we were able to identify videos that show the exact moment where Caucher's bag was taken from his chair, and these videos also show very clearly the faces of suspects. We handed that material to the police, and the police has then released it to the local media. It has been shown nationwide, which increases the odds that the culprits will be eventually identified and caught, as we expect. But on a more immediate level, we also wanted to try and minimize Caucher Birkar's inconvenience. And just by sheer luck, there happened to be an extra copy of the Fields Medal. The organizing committee discussed the matter with the IMU, and the IMU has very generously agreed to let us use this copy to replace the one that was lost. So that we are now in a position where yesterday we engraved Caucher's name on this extra copy, and we are now in a position where we can call Caucher to the stadium and give him the medal. But maybe you want to add a few words, Helga or Shigefumi?
Yeah, I'm very happy to be able to give Birkar his medal for second time. So this will be a very rare occasion for you to see that a person receives a medal for the second time. Because a few days ago, IMU General Assembly has decided that no person receives IMU prizes more than once, except for the Liravati Prize.
Okay. So Caucher, would you please come to the stage?
Thank you very much for being here for this second time ceremony of Fields Medal.
There are a few points that I just wanted to tell you. First of all, Marcelo explained what happened. I was sitting on the first row on a chair there, and when the ceremony ended, people approached me to say congratulations. And I actually I stood up, and I was right in front of the chair, and someone came from behind and stole the bag. So that's what happened. And then, of course, people have asked me many times how I felt about this thing. Well, in the beginning, it was kind of a bit of a shock because it happened so fast. You know, if it happened a week later, maybe it would be different. But this time, it just happened so fast. But on the other hand, maybe I have broken the record for the quickest loss of a medal. That's a good thing. Yeah, anyway, and then, but very soon I recovered, and I wasn't bothered so much by these incidents. In the grand scheme of life, this incident is a really very small thing, and just doesn't really make much of a difference for me. I have. Yeah, I have seen much, much worse things in my life, and this one is just really like a joke compared to those things. And if I were discouraged by such small things, I wouldn't be here in the first place. This ICM is such a big event. There are several thousand people here. It's a very big scale operation, and I'm sure there have been a very large number of people involved in organizing this event. And it's, apart from these little incidents, I think it has been a wonderful event. And let me, on behalf of myself and everyone else, thank all the organizers involved in this event. Maybe we'll give them. Yeah, and then the next question is, how do I feel about Rio and Brazil? And actually, from the first moment I arrived here, I felt that people here are really very friendly and very helpful. This little incident is not going to change my impression, and I'm sure that I want to be here again and enjoy life in Rio. And actually, there have been a few positive outcomes out of these incidents, maybe unexpected. One thing is that it was widely covered in the media, so now I think I'm much more famous than I would have been. Yeah, so apart from this joke, I think now the number of people who know what a field medal is way more than last week. So I think that's a positive thing. And also, as I hoped, people, especially the Kurdish people, are really very happy about this news. And not only Kurdish people, but generally people in the Middle East, in the region, in Iran, Iraq, Turkey, everywhere. They seem to be really happy about this. And this is, I think, a really positive thing, and I hope it will motivate and inspire more people, not only in the Middle East, but around the world, because now a lot more people know about my story, and they realize that what they can take out from this story is that they can succeed, even if it's not very easy sometimes. And finally, let me thank people at IMU, Professor Mori and Professor Holden, for preparing another medal very quickly and being very generous, and also for their leadership for organizing all these ICM events. So on my behalf and also on your behalf, I'm going to thank the IMU. Thanks.
Conference, so you and Dr. Pavilion, this will be in Portuguese. You may leave if you want. And of course, another state. But you are welcome to stay. Thank you very much for joining us in this very symbolic and simple ceremony, as I announced. This is a happy ending. to a regrettable incident, but this is a happy ending. And the ceremony is closed. Thank you. Perguntas?